Today, we're talking about detoxifying your body. Is that fact or fiction? Toxins are everywhere. They're in our food, in our air, in our products. They sneak into our bodies. They mess with our energy, our skin, our joints, our brain, how we feel. And then there's detox diets and miracle cures everywhere you turn. How are you supposed to know what to do? Toxins are scary, but the overwhelming amount of detox advertisements is even scarier. And you know that that's not what I'm about. I'm not here to scare you or pitch a miracle cure. The topic itself is like so unsettling that we may be actively harming ourselves with the food we eat and the air we breathe and the products that we buy. But you know that I'm going to break it down for you and, of course, help you find a solution. So let's dive into the world of detox. Before we do, I always want to let you know how to reach me and my team, no matter where you're watching. If you're watching us live right now, drop the word live. Let us know that you're here so my team can start talking to you. And by the way, you can ask any question you want. It doesn't have to be about this topic. If you're watching us on replay, let us know by dropping the word replay. Some of you write the word reply by accident. That works. Doesn't matter. You don't get points off for spelling. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Why? Why not? Don't be cheap. It's nice to do. And if you're listening on the podcast, enjoy your walk, enjoy mowing your lawn, enjoy washing your dishes. I'm wearing yellow today, no stethoscope when I'm in my home office. And of course, if you aren't already following us on Instagram, Threads, or TikTok, like what are you waiting for? Let's go. And don't forget to share this with the people that you love so that they can become the game changers in their lives. So let's go. I always start with definitions. What's a toxin? What are toxins? So toxins, it's a word people throw all around. Oh, this is toxic. It's toxin. What does that actually mean? A toxin is really a chemical that is known to have a harmful effect on the body. Some of them are immediate, it just takes a tiny amount. Some of them takes more to actually harm the body, but it's something that harms the body. And toxins can come from food or chemicals we use to clean our homes and gardens, chemicals we use to clean our bodies. And sometimes they come from naturally occurring things in the environment. They're pretty much any substance that can harm your body. And how they get into our body, well, sometimes we eat it. We're going to talk about it. Sometimes we breathe it. Sometimes we touch it. Some toxins are super obvious, like chemicals we might use to clean or remove weeds. Those are the biggies. And some are a little less obvious, like in the foods that we eat. If you're eating too much processed food, like junk food, toxins. If you're breathing polluted air, toxins. If you're around environmental chemicals, maybe at your work, like cleaning supplies, toxins. Now, again, I'm not trying to scare you, but the reality is that we're constantly surrounded by toxins. So what's the big deal about toxins? Like who cares? Great. So there's toxins everywhere. Why is this a big deal? The problem is that toxins can really mess things up in your body. Let me give you some examples. It can cause cellular damage. Cellular damage, meaning toxins can cause direct damage to our cells, interfering with their normal function. And over time, those damaged cells can die or mutate and lead to disease. So things like artificial food colorings, like blue number 1, yellow dye number 5. I always think of a particular movie my kids used to watch. Never mind. It could also have neurological effects. Some toxins like heavy metals, lead, mercury can negatively affect the nervous system, can lead to cognitive issues, developmental issues, neurological disorders. An example of that that's found in food sometimes is MSG. It's a flavor enhancer in certain foods. It can cause headaches. It can lead to also neurological issues. Toxins can cause endocrine disruptions, meaning they actually mess with your natural hormones. This can lead to reproductive issues, again, developmental problems, thyroid issues. Toxins can suppress our immune system. They can make the body more open to infections. An example of that is some artificial sweeteners such as saccharin found in diet drinks. Over time, studies have shown it can suppress the immune system when it's consumed in high amounts. Of course, GI issues. You all know that certain toxins can cause GI issues. They can irritate the stomach, the intestines. It could lead to gastritis, ulcers, and other GI issues. Sorbitol, which is like a known sugar substitute in a lot of sugar-free gum and candies. You ever have that and have like severe diarrhea or bloating when consuming large amounts? It's not really great for our system. Respiratory problems. If you inhale toxins, it could lead to respiratory issues. It's an obvious one, but we should talk about it anyway. And sometimes it's not necessarily something you would consider harmful. It could be a scented candle or an air freshener that's released and things are smelling good, and before you know it, it's triggering asthma or long term respiratory issues. Cardiovascular effects: toxins can affect the heart, the blood vessels. It could lead to hypertension, heart disease, stroke. It can cause liver and kidney damage because these are organs, we're going to talk about that in a moment, that detox the body. So overexposure to that can also be an issue for these organs. Of course, toxins can also create cancer in our bodies, known as carcinogens, which means they can cause or promote cancer. One of those less obvious ones is something called, excuse me, acrylamide, which is a substance in some starchy foods like fries and potato chips. And when they're fried at high temperatures, they've been classified as a potential human carcinogen. Aspartame has been also classified as a potential human carcinogen. So we know the toxin can cause cancer. They can cause reproductive issues, leading to infertility, birth defects. The phthalates, which is found in plastics and cosmetics, has been known to do that. And of course, it can cause skin issues. The fragrances and lotions and perfumes can cause dermatitis and allergic skin reactions. So there's so much can happen with these toxins once they get into our body. Now, some of these substances are not harmful in small doses, but they become problematic with too much or too long of an exposure. The good news is that your body is equipped with the ability to detoxify, which brings us to the next definition: is what does that even mean, to detoxify, detox? Detoxify basically means to remove the toxin or the harmful from your body. So when we say the human body's detoxifying, we're talking about the body's process to eliminate toxins that we are exposed to or that we ingest. The body has so many sophisticated systems built in, standard equipment for detox. Let's talk about some of that standard equipment that we have. Your liver. Your liver is your filter. Its job is to take out the bad stuff from your blood, like alcohol or drugs, right? You drink alcohol, it's a neurotoxin, it gets you drunk, and then over time your liver detoxes it. Drugs changes them into safer things that your body can get rid of. Kidneys. Your kidneys is also a cleanup crew for your blood. It takes out the unwanted stuff, turns it into pee, and that helps you get rid of the body's waste and get the toxins out. Your lungs remove gaseous waste like carbon dioxide and other things with every breath. They filter out some of the airborne toxins. There's a lot of ways that it does that. Your skin, when you sweat, you can get rid of some toxins. Your GI, your colon, right? When you poop, you are expelling toxins in your waste. Your lymphatic system, your lymph, also helps filter out toxins. And your immune system. Your immune system's entire job is to defend against pathogens and also neutralize some of these toxins. So like I said, the good news is that your body has a great built-in detox system, and you're designed to constantly detoxify, to constantly get rid of your toxins. The bad news is that we're exposed to so much that our body cannot handle the load. Let's talk a little bit about what that load is. Like, what are we talking about? Processed foods. You know that so many of our foods contain additives, preservatives, and chemicals that our ancestors never had to deal with. So the body in its original design was not designed to manage all that processed food. Environmental pollutants. The air we breathe is full of pollutants from factories, cars, etc. We may not see them, we may not smell them, but our bodies have to deal with them. Pesticides, chemicals, even on our fruits and vegetables, which we're trying to be super healthy and eat, they come coated in chemicals. Our beauty and our personal care products, because we're trying to look like everyone on Instagram, we're putting on these lotions and these creams and my hair gel. I had to include myself there, and I had to talk about my hair. So these ingredients, they're not so skin friendly, and they are adding to our toxic load. If you're on medications or drugs, of course, some of these medications are life-saving. There's no denying that you might need them, but they are putting a strain on our detox system. And of course, our lifestyle choices, if you're smoking, excessive alcohol, even too much caffeine, makes it harder and harder for our body to stay on top of the game. So hold on. I think someone is telling me maybe something's wrong with my. Oh, no, they say I look good. I thought they said, usually when I get a message from my team, it means something's not good, but they say I look good. Thank you, Sky. so, so the bottom line is our bodies are naturally equipped to handle so much, but the sheer volume of it is too much. It's kind of like cleaning up your room. Every day you go in, you clean up your room, but suddenly someone dumps the contents of an entire house into your room. You just can't keep up, which is why it's important to give our bodies the best fighting chance we have to help detox our body. So the next question is, all right, E, I got it. There's a lot of toxins. My body wants to detoxify, but there's so much. How can I help my body detox? And there's so much information out there. So I want to really break down the fact from the fiction. So let's go over some of the myths. Myth number one is that you need some sort of 30, 60, 90-day detox challenge to detox your body. The truth is, your body has what it takes to detox. Your liver, your kidneys, your skin, your lungs, they all work together constantly to eliminate toxins. So you don't need a fad diet. We need to maybe optimize nutrition, which we'll talk about, but we don't need a challenge, a detox challenge. Myth number two is that you need a detox diet to reset your system. What does that even mean? Reset your system. Okay, there's no such thing as clearing out all the bad and starting over. There's no such thing as a reset. Your body's constantly detoxing. And while certain foods can support the process, there's no short-term diet or challenge that can reset the system. There's no resetting. Ignore. No reset button. Kind of wish there was. There isn't. Myth number three is that you need to use specific products or supplements or buy this protocol to get a detox. And while there's a huge market for all these with teas and supplements and all these things, again, your body comes standard equipment with a built-in detox system, liver, kidneys, colon. And what we need to do is support that built-in system, but we don't need to add more things to it. And yes, I will talk about supplements at the end of this, but you know me. I never think supplements are the answer. They're just the cherry on top, okay? So those are the myths. Let's give you some truths about how to detox. Truth number one, no matter how you try to escape it, I know so many of you want to skip this step. I'm sorry, you cannot skip this step. If you want to detox, you have to start with nutrition. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Now, notice I said nutrition. I never say diet. It's not a diet. It's not a 30-day diet challenge. It's a lifetime of making decisions to eat the things that will help your body detox naturally. So instead of giving it more stuff that it needs to detox from, you're going to give it less stuff to detox from and help it with your nutrition. So eating whole foods that are rich in vitamins and minerals is essential. Foods like leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, that's broccoli and cauliflower. By the way, broccoli and cauliflower are natural detoxers. They have in them the things that your body needs to naturally detox. Berries, nuts, seeds, high quality proteins, all of this stuff, when you're using that as your nutrition, it helps your organs. It works hand in hand with your organs for your organs to optimize their detoxification. And don't forget water. Water helps you flush things out. You need water for urine, you need water for poop, you need water for sweat. And if you want it out of your body, you need to drink water. Now, that being said, you all know, if you've been following me, how I feel about these big, humongous jugs. You don't need to walk around with a water jug. You don't need to make a social statement about your water. Just drink your water from a regular cup. Get it done. It doesn't have to be a whole situation. Truth number two. We talked about nutrition. Number two, movement helps you detox. You know that stagnant things are not good. If you have a still body of water, like a still lake, that's not a good place to get your water, right? Versus like a flowing river. You want things to move around to keep them fresh. Nothing stagnant is good. Same is true with your body. If you're sitting all day long on a couch or in front of your computer, that's stagnant. That is not going to help you move toxins around. Movement increases blood flow. Notice I said movement. I'm not saying exercise. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't need fancy clothes. Just move. When you move, your blood flows. When your blood flows, it helps transport the waste products out of the body. And movement also makes you sweat, which helps you eliminate it also through your skin. So just physical activity improves better digestion, reduces inflammation, and gets that detox process going. And number 3, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. You need to sleep. You need to sleep. I've said it 1,000 times. I don't care how much gluten-free ice you eat. If you don't sleep, you're not going to be healthy. Period. Full stop. End of sentence. While we sleep, you have the ultimate detox happening, especially in your brain. It undergoes a cleaning process. It clears out the waste that accumulates during the day. This whole system is something called the glymphatic system. I did a whole talk on it in my Alzheimer's talk and brain health. It's imperative for your brain health. So sleeping is not just about feeling refreshed. It's about really getting that brain health in there, and it helps your liver and your kidneys and all of that stuff help filter the toxins. Okay, those are the basic 3 truths about detox. Eat right, move, and sleep. Now you have to get those right first. I promise you, there is no detox protocol on the planet that will help you if you don't have those 3 things right. It's like the pillar of your health. And if you want to add a little more to this layer, once you get that right, now is the time to talk about supplements. Not instead of, just on top of. Because if you think that you're eating the standard American diet and then taking these supplements and that's going to help, it's not going to help you. You got to do the first steps right. Okay, I think I drove that point home. Let's talk about supplements. First one, probiotics. First on our list. So again, probiotics are the good guys, right? We want to make the gut a happy place. If your microbiome is on point, it helps with absorption, it helps with elimination, it helps get all that stuff out. Don't know why I'm out of breath, but I'm out of breath. I guess I'm just super excited about this topic today. Okay, number 2, glutathione. Glutathione is called the master antioxidant. It plays a huge role in detoxing our cells. It's the superhero of antioxidants. It swoops in and neutralizes all this bad stuff that messes with our health. And it gives a hand to our liver to aid in kicking things out from our body. And it just basically helps detox. Our body makes it naturally. Glutathione is something that we create, but we produce less and less of it as we age. And as we burden ourselves with more toxins to detoxify, the glutathione is constantly used up. So we need to supplement to help it along. By the way, side note, they tested out glutathione supplements on patients with a condition called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which basically means people who have liver disease from their nutrition, not from alcohol. And the results of that study showed that glutathione supplementation not just improved the liver enzymes, but reduced oxidative stress and supercharged the body's detox capacity. So there's a lot of studies around glutathione and how amazing it is with detoxifying. Number 3 on the list, L-glutamine. L-glutamine is an amino acid that helps with detox. It removes levels of ammonia in our body, and it also really helps our gut. It helps with the lining of our gut. So it's kind of magical. It restores the lining of our gut, helps us remove a lot of the waste. L-glutamine is where it's at. Mag, I think I talk about mag in every episode. Magnesium is awesome. It's part of 300 or more enzymatic reactions inside your body. Magnesium is pretty awesome. It's a worker bee. So you want to get it in there. And then people always talk about antioxidants. Antioxidants, I just did a TikTok on this, are basically molecules that protect our bodies from harmful substances known as free radicals. So free radicals are the bad guys, antioxidants are the good guys, and you kind of get rid of them this way. I don't want to get too technical. So one of the antioxidants is vitamin C. It's a powerful antioxidant. It helps your body with, form connective tissue. It helps your skin, your blood vessels, your bones, but it also neutralizes these bad guys, these free radicals, and gets them out. And another super antioxidant is vitamin E. Also helps you protect your cells from damage. It's a reliable old friend. Some people use really fancy supplements. Vitamin C, vitamin E, magnesium, your basics. You want to put that into your list of supplements before you get all fancy. Okay, recapping. Detox is not some complicated mystery. It's not about extreme dieting. It's not about extreme supplementing. It's simply the act of caring for your body in the most basic ways so that it can do the job it knows how to do, which is detox. Imagine allowing your body some breathing space from the constant demands we place on it and just allow it to do what it does, which is to detox. There's so many trendy diets and products out there that promise these instant results, but the truth is, detoxing is a regular function that your body performs daily. There's no magic reset. Our livers, our kidneys, our lungs are constantly working to filter and clean, just as they're meant to do. And your goal is to support this natural detox system with your basics, consistent habits, eating right, drinking enough water, moving, sleeping. And I know they're not trendy, but these are the essential practices you need not only to help detox, but also to just get you feeling better. So the bottom line is detoxing, fact or fiction, it's as real as it gets. The idea of detoxing is not mythical. It's a natural function our bodies perform. However, it's up to you to provide the consistent care and understanding to keep it going and not to use these short lived extremes. Thanks for joining. As always, you can reach me and my team at The New Method, and new is spelled with a K on any social media platform. And the reason it's spelled with a K is because you always knew there was a better way. I hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon.